So in my last video for the ESG update, I included the Michigan match, which I did not break down, but as you guys see right here, I end up finally getting a pick after him doing the same play. I was waiting to the right moment to adjust my cornerback to play a cloud flat, and I end up picking him off in the end zone. Then right here, I have a drive to go downfield and win the game. I end up taunting him because I knew the game was over. All I had to do was waste time and end up scoring. So that's why I end up doing for the ending of this match to seal the deal, as you guys see here. Just clocking it, got down to the red zone, needing it, making him waste all his timeouts, and then eventually I end up scoring. And then he wasted the 2 seconds or so by doing a kickoff return instead of doing a Hail Mary chuck, and I end up winning my sixth match. So I'm still undefeated in my season run. So with that being said, let's take a look at my next opponent, as of course I want to showcase this oddly picture that happened against the Michigan user. The Michigan player is dragging his nuts across the field, but that's besides the point. Anyways, my next opponent is against a Duke user. Now I end up getting the ball first. I see cover 3 right off the bat. I'm going to try to do my one play touchdown pass, but I end up going towards pressure, end up getting a disrupted pass for incompletion. Anyways, continuing on, I see that he's still in cover 3. I'm just going to throw check down passes, make him change out his defense, which he does here. He tries to disguise his defense, making it look like it's a cover 2 or 2-man under. And in this case, he does an all out blitz. And right off the bat, once I see how the DBs play, I see man coverage, I see one on one, you know what I'm going to do. I'm going to chuck it deep every single time. Doesn't matter who I'm playing, I do this all the time. Now, I end up getting the first points of the game. Right off the bat, I see that he wants to establish the run game. This is his go to. And early on in the game, you always find out what your opponent's go to plays are, scheme, meta, whatever the case may be, in the first few plays. So he flips the formation but runs it to the right. Then he comes out in 5 wide. And of course, I end up getting my loop blitz pressure in. He does 5 wide again. I get pressure on him, get another sack. 3rd and 24. 5 wide, he does an out route. I don't know what my guy was doing in zone coverage. Sometimes out of this defense, my zones just does not play correctly or adjustments. So of course I knew who he was going to. I try to put my free safety in like a deep blue route to cover kind of like, the hash marks, and then have me play underneath. And usually in this case, when people do these quick seam routes, the safety would jump up and make a pick. And it's kind of hard to make direct passes when you have a user underneath, because bullet pass, you're throwing a pick no matter what. But he's able to lob it. For some reason, my free safety went backwards. And of course, he picks up the 4th and 15. Very unfortunate. Then back to the run play. I like when people run stretch runs, because all I gotta do is bring up the free or strong safety, put them in the gap, and then just a user click off. They make the tackle every single time. Then he comes out in a doubles formation. I knew that he's going to do a motion sweep. So you guys see how I pull out my linebacker a little bit more. And then during the motion, I pull him out more so I can just get this angle, shoot on the cut, easy tackle every single time. So I was playing decent defense, trying to go for a user strip. Don't get it. 4th and 7. And this is for the first time throughout this match. My safety was playing zone. He lurks the middle how he's supposed to. He played it a little bit wide, but he gets there in time to disrupt the pass. But throughout this game, my safety would not play the middle of the field on some plays for some odd reason. Make him go 4 and out finally. Back on offense, and I'm just taking my time, making him change up his defense. If he's going to give me coverage, I'm going to throw it short until he changes it up. So he sends all out blitz. I'm going to hit a double out route move. Easy. You guys see me do this over and over against man blitzes. It's either a hitch route, double out move, or just chuck in deep. He does it again, but instead of this time, he tries to disguise that he's going to blitz. Comes out in like a 2-man under look and adjust some zones. Of course, I'm just going to chuck it deep. That's guaranteed touchdown every single time. So he gets the ball back. This time he has a decent drive going on. Now, during this drive, I was making like slight adjustments, but sometimes my zones just would not play correctly. Right here, he done a great playmaker up the field, ends up getting a big play. Now, I try to use a strip for the most part during tackles. It seemed like he had conservative on, so of course he wasn't going to fumble at all. But yeah, right here, as you guys see how my safety places, he's supposed to go with the tight end. And this is where times, like I said, my zone coverages just did not play properly. Then he throws on double coverage. I manned up my DB to play the tight end because I knew he was going to go back to him just because my safety would not play it. And look, those are right there. He ends up getting it. Very unfortunate. Then he gets the first down. So little by little, he's just getting downfield, back to his run play, his favorite formation. Couldn't really get anything out of it. And then right here, rolls out. Still has enough time as I knock him close out of bounds. 4th and 2. Throws a very quick short route. It should have been a touchdown, but he has a stupid animation. But it doesn't matter. 5 wide. He does a QB sneak and he falls forward. Big body, big play by his quarterback. It is what it is. Starting off the second half, as he has momentum with that touchdown, he has a chance to tie up the game. So, this drive, doing the same exact thing, is working my defense, throwing short routes and working the pocket, and that was killing me. So, he was playing very well. This is the first person that I played that actually worked the pocket and stepped up compared to most people who end up just forcing passes and panicking. So this guy was doing very well as he picks up another 4th down. He picked up a lot of 4th downs this game, but he's staying in the game. He's making the right reads, right plays, and just working my defense. I was kind of struggling on trying to figure out why my certain adjustments for coverages was not playing properly, especially when he came out in trips. But it is what it is, as he ends up getting it downfield and then punching it in to tie things up. So all I gotta do is end up scoring. So right here, he gives me all the time in the world to find somebody deep down the field, which ends up getting a big play for me. And then I try to chew time and score late. Don't want to give him any time to work with. As right here, he comes out in man blitz. I know he's going to cover the running back. He does shade his DBs outside. So look at the inside release right here. By square, easy touchdown to take the lead. So all I got to do is keep him in front, as throughout the entire drives, he was just throwing short passes. So I wasn't expecting him to do too much or get downfield very easily. So as we are closing to the end of this game, right here, he ends up throwing a risky pass, batted down, 3rd and 4. So this time I end up taking my safety, who's supposed to play the middle, and I end up covering the middle myself because the tight end just kept getting wide open. So because of that, I'm able to get pressure, get him down to a 4th down. Once again, going to use the middle of the field. He rolls out, tries to playmaker his tight end, and I disrupt the pass, which makes him, of course, rage quit. So I stay undefeated with another victory against Duke. This game was closer than it should have been, but it is what it is. Anyways, let me know what you guys think down below in the comments. Until next time, I'll see you guys later, and I'm out. Peace.